Whit Stillman loves dancing. Well, let me clarify. I don't know if Whit Stillman the person likes to dance, but Whit Stillman the filmmaker can't get enough of it. It shows up in every one of his films, and he even dedicated a whole movie to it called The Last Days of Disco. You might be wondering why I'm focusing on dancing instead of on the filmmaker's renowned, highbrow, verbose dialogue. Well, Stillman in fact does two kinds of dances, the physical and the verbal. Today I'm going to talk about both. Ready? Let's dance. Stillman's sparse filmography usually focuses on the white bourgeoisie. His characters are witty and well-read, and present in his films is a tension between the spoken word and a character's actions. Stillman's characters have a tendency to betray themselves, and part of the fun is figuring out what their true intentions are. Conversations in Stillman's world are a thing of beauty. Fluent and tender and funny, they operate not only as clever musings, but also as world-building, contributing to the greater Whit Stillman universe, where people possess extensive vocabularies and argue about voyeurism and discuss what the proper shaving method is. The conversation is its own dance, as the characters tiptoe around the truth while jabs are doled out with fierce vivacity and a rhythmic acuteness, and they often build to a one-liner that serves as a coup de grace.
I don't let anyone say that kind of thing to my face.
Before you complained that I said it behind your back. Now I said it's to your face. Well, frankly, how can you tell which is which?
But there's one thing a Whit Stillman conversation can't do. It can't be vulnerable. Present in Stillman's work is a necessity to mask one's true feelings, and characters sometimes seem like they're not sure themselves what they want. These people fight with words, but there's a limit to what the words can accomplish. They can't lay bare a character's internal world. Words are precious and disposable at the same time. It's this dichotomy that makes Stillman's work so interesting. A character can talk and talk and talk, and by the end of it, you're still not one step closer to understanding them. Which is where the physical dance comes in. Besides adding a necessary element of movement to some very talky films, dance is the only time a character in a Whit Stillman movie can be truly vulnerable. The characters must set aside their linguistic sledgehammers and temporarily lose themselves. Let's take a look at Damsels in Distress. Greta Gerwig plays Violet, a girl committed to starting the next international dance craze.
But I'd like to do something especially significant in my lifetime, the sort of thing that could change the course of human history, such as starting a new dance craze.
She's desperate to do something people will remember, something that'll be cemented in history. This desire is quite poignant and helps you sympathize with the character. Dancing is a necessary escape for a woman so stuck in her own head. The dance tends to reveal more about Stillman's characters than words can. In Barcelona, Fred's choice to play the limbo points to his fervent patriotism and inability to tolerate foreign influence. In Disco, we see Alice is more reserved and less overtly sexual than Charlotte. It's worth noting that Alice ends up with the guy who is one of the only characters in the film not to dance. Until the very last minutes of the film, and one of my favorite movie endings of all time. It's earnest and genuine and wholesome, and it's clearly evident the degree to which Stillman treasures the art of dance. For him, dance evokes what words can't. It's seeing a character as they really are, without all the artifice and witticisms. It's giving a character purpose in films that can be quite meandering. It's honest. Alright, all this talk of dance makes me want to bust a move. I'll be off, whipping and dabbing on the streets of Manhattan. Someone just try and stop me. Bye, folks.